Hi folks, the Filipina P here. Everyone knows the Philippines is a heavily religious country, with about 86% of the population identifying as Catholic. So where does that leave you non-believers? Would you fit in here? Will a Filipina date you if you don't share her religion? Will you have to fake it, or can you come right out and say you think that the emperor has no clothes? And what if you're religious but not Catholic? Do you stand a chance of catching the eye of a quality woman here? Or is one of you gonna have to compromise? Well, today I'm gonna hit the street and ask some pretty tough questions. So get ready for some very unexpected answers. So you'd rather date someone from a different religion than someone who doesn't believe in God at all, regardless if it's true or not? Alright, so Langga, would you date a guy who's an atheist?
No, I wouldn't date a guy that's an atheist.
Do you consider yourself religious?
Yeah, I do consider myself religious.
Do you think people that don't go to church, do you think they're bad people?
No, they're not. I don't think they're bad people. They're just maybe they're conflict in their schedules, but what matters the most is that they have faith in God in their hearts.
Do you need religion to be a good person?
Yes, because with religion, God serves as the light in your life and that will light your path into the right direction.
Okay. Would you date a guy from a different religion?
Well, yeah, I do think that as long as he believes in God.
As long as he believes in God.
Yeah.
So you're okay with dating a guy from a different religion, but not someone who doesn't believe in God?
Yes.
Okay, as long as he believes in something. If he's Muslim, you won't date him because they have different God?
I think it's okay, but there are beliefs that aren't aligned to us.
Okay.
I think it's okay for me.
It's okay for you. Okay.
I can adjust.
You can adjust. Okay. Would you convert for him?
I don't think I'm gonna convert, but I know that we can work our relationship out because we love each other.
As long as there's love. Okay. How about children in the future? How would you raise them?
I'm gonna raise them with respect to whatever religion me and my husband.
But what if it's different religions?
Yeah, I mean, if my husband is not the same religious as we're still gonna teach that to our children our differences so that they will know how to respect and have boundaries in what we believe.
Okay, so you just teach them both, and
Yeah.
later on they can decide.
Yeah, because they have their freedom.
Okay.
Choose.
What about afterlife? You're gonna go to different places. Would it be okay?
It's okay with me as long as it's with God.
As long as it's with God. And you
Yes.
don't care about the husband, even, you go somewhere else when you die. All right, so do you know of anybody, do you know any atheists in the area or your friends or family?
Sorry, I don't have anyone to name.
No?
Because, yeah, I don't know someone that doesn't believe in God.
So let's say this guy, you're not sure, he said like, I'm Catholic. How would you know that he's really Catholic? Does he need to prove it? Does he have to go to church with you?
I wouldn't be asking him the 10
Commandments?
because that will be like an insult in his court.
So you'll just believe him, if he says he's Catholic.
Yeah, whatever he says, I don't.
Giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Would you date a guy who's a non-believer?
Yes, pwede.
Yes?
Oh,
Okay, do you consider yourself religious?
yeah, maybe.
Maybe? Slight?
Mm,
Do you need religion to be a good person?
no.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you date a guy from a different religion?
Yes.
And you'd also consider dating someone who's a non-believer, like an atheist.
Yeah.
So, what would your friends and family say? Would they be okay with you dating someone who's a non-believer?
I don't know, maybe because like my parents are really like open to everyone.
Okay.
And, like
So they're not that
different-
controlling?
Yeah.
Okay, they're, as long as you're happy, I
Yeah.
guess. Do you know what an atheist is?
Yes, who doesn't believe any God.
Yep. Do you know of anybody who's an atheist?
Yes, I have a friend of mine. Actually, we debate that last time
Yeah?
that God exists because there's always an inventor. So the universe also has an inventor who created the universe. So it means there's God.
Langka, would you date a guy who's a non-believer?
Actually, I don't want to date a guy that is non-believer.
How about someone from a different religion?
I think so. I can.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd rather date someone from a different religion, but not someone who doesn't believe in God?
Yeah.
Okay. What about if you have children? What
You have
religion are you gonna follow? Yours or your husband's?
We'll talk about that in the future.
Okay, in the future. What about if you guys die? It's gonna be a different, different heavens then.
I think,
Worry about that later?
yeah, we're that's about later.
Would you date a guy who's a non-believer?
No.
No? Are you religious?
Yes.
What's different about a religious person besides, saying that, they are religious?
If we know something about God and also go to church every Sunday, and
So he has to go to church with you.
yeah,
Do you think people that don't go to church, do you think they're bad people?
oh, not at all.
Not at all. Would you date a guy who's a non-believer?
No, because I was raised as a Catholic.
So do you consider yourself religious?
Yeah, somehow like that.
Sometimes.
I don't go to church always, and I can say that I'm not bad people. I've met a lot of people who don't go to church.
Okay.
They're much better than those who are frequent at church.
Okay, do you need religion to be a good person?
No. Why? So like people always use religion to to prove that they are a good person or not. But for me, religion doesn't really matter. I didn't mean this in a bad way, but
Yeah.
you can be a good person whether you're religious or not.
Okay.
It's about being a human.
If a guy comes here and he's a non-believer, let's say he's from a different country, they were raised differently and they don't believe in God and that kind of stuff. Do you think they'll stand a chance to be with a Filipina knowing that we are apparently religious?
Maybe because most Filipinas are religious. They are pretty much loyal to their faith or something like that, and most are raised by families in strict households with strong
Beliefs?
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Would you date an atheist?
No, I would not date an atheist.
Okay, so do you consider yourself religious?
Yes, I'm a born-again Christian.
Okay, how about a guy from a different religion?
Maybe there is another way that they will, one day, they will receive God's call and be a born-again Christian.
Okay, so what would you do? Convert him or would you convert to his?
If he wants, so if he really loved me, so yeah, he would convert into same as mine.
What if he says the same thing? If you really, 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 really love me, you'd convert into my religion. Who's gonna win then?
I think me.
Oh. Alright guys, so it's almost the end of the day, and as always, we ended up here on the boulevard. We've been walking for about 3.5 hours now. I'm not sure if we have enough footage, but I'm not sure. It's not easy to look for people to talk to. They seem to run the other side if they see me. I don't know, they're avoiding me, but who knows? It's not as easy as you'd think. So I know I'm kind of catching my breath right now. Lucy, are you tired?
Yeah.
You're tired? Okay, we're just catching our breaths, and we'll see if we can still look for more people to talk to. So that is one of the challenges making this video. It takes longer than you think, guys. So anyhow, we gotta walk some more. Someone just yelled at me. I don't know. All right, so I'll see you in a bit. What is an atheist?
An atheist is a person who basically practices atheism or doesn't believe in any supernatural or higher being.
Okay. Are you an atheist?
No, I consider myself someone being who is aware and acknowledges the presence of multiple deities. However, I do not strictly conform to one religion. I can say that my beliefs is majorly influenced by Hinduism.
Okay.
And Taoism, because I believe that everything is connected in a way, so I don't really believe in coincidences.
Oh.
And I also believe that we all have multiple lives, so reincarnation.
Would you date someone who's a non-believer?
Well, yes. So as long as they respect my beliefs, because
As long as they're gonna let you believe whatever.
yes, because
Okay.
it really is inevitable that you would meet, befriend, or even fall in love with someone who has beliefs different from yours.
Okay.
It should just be that they respect yours and you respect theirs.
Okay, so what about raising children?
When raising children, I would just let them go with the flow. I wouldn't gatekeep my beliefs. I wouldn't let my partner gatekeep their beliefs. But I won't dictate what my child wants to follow in.
For guys who are coming here, like from Western countries, some of them are atheists. Do you think they'll stand a chance to have a relationship with a Filipina, because knowing Filipinos are mostly
Religious.
Catholic and, you know, religious? Do you think they'll stand a chance?
I've met a lot of people who, in spite of being religious, are actually very open. I've met atheists, those who stand in the middle.
Right.
So I think it would depend on whether that Filipinas' beliefs are more traditional, or if they are more open to accepting other beliefs.
Would you date a guy who's a non-believer?
I think no. What makes our relationship stronger is with him in the center, ma'am.
With the God in
Yes.
the center. Okay, so would you date someone from a different religion?
Yes,
Okay, so
because I respect him, but and I respect his beliefs, Ana.
okay,
If
so
ever.
so you'd rather date someone from a different religion than someone who doesn't believe in God at all.
I will date someone believes in their beliefs, Ana.
Okay, so let's say, hypothetical, you married that guy and you guys have different religions. What would happen after life?
I don't really think about it. You respect both religion, then it will make your relationship work. Hey, you will just go with the flow.
You said that you won't date a non-believer, right? So how can you tell? What if he says, I'm Catholic? How would you know? Does he have to go to church with you? Do you require proof?
I think I just want him to respect my beliefs. I wouldn't want to force him to go with me to church. He
Even if-
respect mine, I will respect his.
Okay, as long as he says something that he believes in,
Like
he
that,
believes in
uh-uh.
something, regardless if it's true or not. Would you date a guy who doesn't have a religion?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you consider yourself religious?
I can say right now my stand is like a neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer of Catholicism, but right now I am not practicing any. So let's say I'm not that active.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter if.
Yeah, it
guy-
doesn't really matter.
Okay, what about a
Yeah.
guy from a different religion?
I
Is that
don't-
okay?
Yeah, it's also okay with me. I don't mind at all as long as we're compatible. That's what matters.
So basically, you believe that a person can be good without religion?
Yeah, literally. I believe that people doesn't really necessarily comes from a religious family or religious belief to do something good. It's really out of your values and personal values, and it's also part of your personal belief.
You know, some people say that atheists are Satan worshippers or the devil worshippers.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but they don't believe in the
Yeah.
devil. Anyway, so would you be friends with an atheist?
Yeah, I have few friends. Yeah,
Okay. So
and they were good. They
They're
were
good
literally good than those people who I met at our religious event.
So, Langga, would you date a guy who doesn't have a religion?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Are you religious?
Not totally.
Not totally. Okay. Do you need religion to be a good person?
Yes.
Why is that?
Kay dapat naka-guide sa God or sa Jesus to be a good person. Kay
So you have to have a religion to be a good person
Yeah.
because God guides you.
Yes.
Okay. So would you date someone from a different religion?
Yes.
So you'd rather date someone from a different religion but not an atheist, not a non-believer.
Yes.
Okay, as long as he believes in something.
Yeah.
What would your friends and family say in case you date someone outside your religion? Would they be okay with that?
Yeah, especially my parents, they're okay with that.
Okay. Well, that was a lot to digest. Some Filipinas leave the door open for dating a non-believer, while many of the more traditional women would only consider a man who believed in God. But the most surprising thing was that a lot of them didn't care what your religion was, only that you had one. To me, that would be like a Yankees fan marrying a Red Sox fanatic, but 1,000 times worse. How would you raise the kids? How could you be happy knowing that at least one of you was gonna end up in a horrible place? Well, it's not for me to judge, so I look forward to hearing the comments from all your different points of view. And that's it for this episode, and I'll be back on Friday with an interview you won't want to miss. Till then, folks. If you think about it, I'm kind of like your own personal genie. Every week, I fulfill 2 of your wishes when I bring you magical content about life and culture in the Philippines and explain the differences between East and West. If you appreciate my efforts, all I ask is that you hit the thumbs up button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so you can see what I've conjured up next. And if you're really feeling like a generous master, feel free to share this video with friends and visit my Patreon page as well. And now, for that 3rd wish, you have only to ask, and it's my pleasure to make it come true. What did you wish for? Master. I don't think I can do that, and Mrs. Master would not be happy about it.